Everyone, happy Monday. Thank you for joining me here tonight. My name is Alyssa Thomas from Penguin and Fish, where we make lovely and quirky hand embroidery kits. And I am here every weeknight at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. And it's a time that we can relax and craft together for about an hour. And I work on projects from beginning to end so you can be part of the whole process along the way. Tonight we are continuing on the Splendid Sampler 2 quilt along. We are on our 48th out of 100 blocks, and we're working on the Stitch and Paws block. So here it is, right there, and we are probably a good halfway through or so, maybe not quite so much. So we are at the stage where we are needle turn appliquing on all of our little pieces. So we have our leaves are all done. We've started our first paw. I'm hoping to maybe finish that paw tonight. And then we have two whole more paws to go, plus all of this blue, all the blue lines are embroidered. So we do actually have quite a ways to go on here. We are going to work on this tonight. And then the rest of the week, we will be switching to Bet's White's Lilfelt Village stitch along, make along again, and we will be starting the embroidery on our spooky clock tower. So we will be switching over to that again tomorrow. And then it is also Finish It Friday this week. So the first Friday of every new month, we just stop all the stuff we're working on and work on some unfinished project instead. So we have to figure out what we're going to work on for that as well this week. I'm tempted to do, what's that tossed triangle one that we're working on? The Triangle Tango quilt. I'm tempted to stitch a few more rows of that. That's just kind of looming over here, and it'd be nice to get a few more rows done. So we'll see. We might get the sewing machine out again on Friday. So for now, I'm going to flip you around, and we'll get going on the Stitch and Paws block a little bit more tonight. Some more needle turn applique. So I'm going to flip you around and we'll get going. All right. So here is where we're at. Oh, sounds like a good idea. You love the Triangle Tango quilt. Yeah, I think that'd be, it popped in my head again yesterday, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe that's what we should be working on. Oh, Tracy, you were just going to suggest that project. Oh, cool. So, all right. So a couple people are like, yeah, let's do the Triangle Tango quilt. I think it popped up in the brain again. And if that happens, sometimes you just gotta work on it. So, all right, we left off on this with the paw. We started this paw, and it's in this kind of neat batik. Neat batik. And we just have these three more for this paw. This is paw number 1. We've numbered them all, so 2 and 3, and we've numbered our little pieces. So I have 2 more ready to go. Paw number 3, 2, and this is 1. And so I've also labeled the little fingers, and we have 1 on. So let's prep number 2. So I'm kind of cutting 1/8 of an inch to 3/16 of an inch. I don't want to do too much less than that because I won't have much seam allowance left over. But I don't want to do too much more because this piece is so small that we have so much of fabric to tuck in a small little spot here. Oh, I hope it doesn't freeze up too bad for you guys tonight. It can be so dependent on what Facebook is doing and everyone's individual Wi-Fi and just a whole pile of crazy. All right, so first up, I'm going to grab my applique pin. It's just a little bitty pin. And let's try and match up our lines that we traced for on our front piece to the lines that we traced on the back piece. So I'm just going to kind of match it up as best I can, just peeking. It doesn't have to be perfect because it'll shimmy around a little bit as we stitch. We're just going to do the best we can. So, all right, I think that looks good. I'm going to just put a pin kind of at the bottom because I'm going to start at this top area. So I'm going to start at this kind of the most flat area on the side here. It's kind of difficult to start on these tight curves like this. So this is kind of like a graceful curve, a slow sloping curve. All right. Let's, I'll thread it first, I suppose. I spent a very nice weekend with family. Family this past weekend. Got to see both my brothers and my mom and dad, so that was really, really fun. We drove back today. But man, it was I was a little scared that I wouldn't be able to do my Facebook tonight because it just poured here about a half hour ago. It was just totally pouring, and I'm like, oh man, I wonder if I'm going to even have reception or anything. But it stopped in time. So that's good. I'm just folding over that kind of flattish edge just to get started. And now I'm going to try and I'm folding it over to the blue line on the front piece, and I'm going to try and match that blue line to the back area. And we're going to get our first stitch in here. So I'm coming up from the back and just grabbing the edge of that piece there, the front piece. And I'm going to just go around that spot one more time. Okay, and I'm going to put one more stitch in, but I think I'm going to try and trim out some of this bulk, some of this fabric by this tight curve here, because that's a lot of fabric to try and fit in underneath this tiny piece of this tiny front piece. So there we are. One more stitch. I am going to just trim this. So I'm going to cut little triangles out of here, just a couple. And that will reduce some of the bulk. So we don't have to, we're physically getting rid of actual fabric here. So that fabric won't have to go to be stuffed underneath. Okay. So let's turn that under. I'm excited for tomorrow's project. So if you're participating in Bet's White's Little Felt Village, that's those cute little houses and other buildings that are kind of like those ceramic holiday buildings that people get, but it's all made out of felt and it's got cute embroidery and they're all three-dimensional and stuff. We're working on one of the autumn ones for that, and it's the spooky clock tower. Betts has released the stitching, the embroidery instructions for the project. So I think those might have come out today. I took a look at them, and they look pretty straightforward, and I'm excited to start adding these details on, and maybe we add a few extras because we've talked about maybe adding like some ivy or something on it. That would be kind of fun. So we'll see. We'll get everything on that, in the design, the actual design first, and then we'll decide if we want to add some extra bits here and there. But that'll be fun. So we will be embroidering onto felt the rest of the week. And she's done her instructions in a way where we don't actually have to transfer the embroidery designs onto the felt. She's done them in a way where they're easy enough that we'll use what she's done as just like a reference, and and then just kind of draw from her design. So it's kind of like, draw a straight line and then put like the extra little details in along the straight line sort of thing. So we don't actually have to use like a tearaway fusible interface or we don't need any other uh, specialty supplies for transferring the design. So that'll be kind of nice. We might take a look at that a little bit in case we want to do some special stuff or something maybe that we want to draw first and then transfer. But for the most part, maybe we'll do that later in the week, but for the most part, it's just going to be straightforward, like put this here and then draw a line and then stitch it. So that'll be good. That'll make it nice and easy. All right. I think these little nubbins are gonna go pretty quick today. All right, let's reduce some of the bulk here as well. Oh, Leslie, yeah, and you remember this block, all those toes. Yep, we're working the toes here. They're actually going smoother than I thought. I thought this was gonna be. I mean, I don't want to jinx it, but I thought this was going to be pretty difficult to get these shapes going well, but I'm really happy with the shape of the foot pad here, and these toes are not so bad either, so I'm pretty happy with it so far. I've gone back to my method of just holding it around the edge of the fabric of the block versus trying to do it on the lay it on a flat surface and stuff. So we'll practice that again with another block. But for now, for these little tiny pieces, I like having my thumb involved here, holding everything in place, holding everything down. I like it. Oh no, you had one that ended up with only 3 toes. Well, that's okay. I'm sure there's a 3-toed kitty or puppy somewhere. Oh man. It happens. All right. I am just trying to stuff. So this is the part that gets a little difficult, I think, at the end here, where I have to stuff all this excess under. I'm going to just try and go from the bottom up. Maybe that's better. And I have a fuzzle here because it's cut pretty close to the seam allowance. All right, so it's all tucked under, but now I need to shape it a little bit more because we got some bumps going. So I'm just going to try and pull this curve out a little bit, and I think that's probably good enough. Keep hooking my finger. All right. Grab, there's kind of like a pointy area here. I'm going to stitch right on top of it because hopefully that will pull it in a little bit. Kind of squishing it. Oh, this finger does not look as cute as the first one, but oh well, it's fine. This is going to be my last stitch here. A little goofy shaped, but I think we'll survive. Yeah, this one got a little pointy at that starting point there, but we're okay. Let's tuck it to the back. And I think that's totally fine. I'm going to tie a knot here. It's not like I'm going to take it all out and redo it. That's for sure not happening. Oh, man. Would not be happy if I had to do that. I don't see a world where I would have to do that either. If it ends up wonky, then that's fine. It was a learning place to learn. All right, I'm just tying a knot right away because I'm going to use the same thread for the next one, I think. Oh, you're knitting and watching at the same time. Oh, that's nice, Joe. I got a little, I knit a little bit when I was at home visiting my family this weekend. I just wanted to make something. And knitting just felt, I love knitting because it's just calming and especially just a really easy project. So I ended up, my mom had a washcloth started, like one of those with that cotton floss or thread that I like. And I I finished up a washcloth while we all watched TV and a movie. So that felt good. It was nice to knit again. I've been wanting to get that my sheep out that from Pearl Soho that fluffy bobble sheep that I'm knitting. Um, oh, we talked about maybe doing that for Finish It Friday, but I don't know. I think I just need something chill to work on, and the triangle tangle quilt will just be easy. The sheep, there's a lot of stuff in there that I'm not accustomed to doing, and I have to watch a lot of videos to figure it out and all that. So I don't know. That's more of a project. That's less of a relax and knit. Once I know what I'm doing, like, oh, that's how the stitch works or whatever. Now I'll make a bajillion of them. Then it gets to be fine. But in general, that project is a little bit more involved than my normal relax and knit type of projects. So, uh, so I haven't been working on that one, but I do want to get that one out again sometime soon, and maybe that'll be November's Finish It Friday. We'll see. All right, got a couple stitches in. I'm gonna cut some bulk out of this end. Just cutting little triangles, a couple of them. Seems to be all I need to do. All right. Oh, that's what I do too, Joe. That's like my go-to knitting thing, and I always use the same pattern. It's a no. Those washcloths, dishcloths are. I don't have to think at all. I can just knit. I don't have to worry about any purling or any patterns or anything. It is just there's a yarn over at the beginning. We've gone through this dishcloth. It's the same dishcloth that we did here once, and you can finish one pretty quickly. It's just nice, and they're useful. I always like when things are useful, so I like it. And if you just need a quick fix, they're fast, and then you're done, and you got something useful when you're done. They also make like nice gifts and stuff too. Oh, you use the same pattern that I use. Yeah, it's just easy. Something a little special in it because you got that yarn over for the increase and decrease stuff, and versus just a straight square knitting. I even tried. I have a friend who has practiced knitting without looking what she's doing, so she can watch TV. She can even read a book and knit, like a physical book, and knit at the same time because she's practiced. She's practiced not having to look at her knitting. So I practiced that a little bit while we were watching TV, and I was just doing that easy dishcloth, but man, that would take a lot of practice. I need more practice in that, but that'd be cool. It was kind of fun to not have to look down all the time and to watch TV a little bit more. Missed a little less than I usually do. Man, it's crazy. It's like some of you guys are still in that like 90-degree weather, and then others are in that all that snowstorm craziness. Just nuts, nuts, nuts. All right, I'm gonna tuck one more under here. Then we'll cut some of the bulk away. And we'll work on this curve, this last curve again. Oop, I lost it here. There, we'll go from this side. Oh, that's who you're melting down in Atlanta. Yeah, and then they're getting like 3 feet of snow in Montana or whatever. Crazy. Oh, that's one thing I should mention. So, um, finish it Friday. So, we've already talked about that a little bit. I'm putting a little caveat on that because my brother will be stopping by as he heads out to work the ski hills again. So, um, he may be here Friday. So, I might not be here on Friday. And if that's the case, if I end up not being here on Friday, if we end up, if I end up just not being, if we go out or something with my brother before he heads out west again, then we'll have like a makeup finish it Friday. Like I'll do it on Monday or something instead. But we will still take the break and work on a different project for a moment. Oh, you were in Houston a week ago and it was hideously hot. Yeah. Ah. My father-in-law worked occasionally in the South a bunch of years ago, and he mentioned like soles of shoes melting and stuff because it was so hot out. Ugh. Oh, you're 1 degree off of hitting a heat record today. Ugh, tomorrow you break it. Yuck. Oh man, you guys. That's a lot. We actually were back in the 80s today, but I think this was like a special one day of 80s, and then I think it's gonna go back to like the 50s or something for the rest of the week. So we got a hit of summer again today, which is kind of nice. I went for a walk after our long car ride, and felt good to have a little bit of heat and humidity because I think it's all gonna go away. Oh man, I'm trying to tuck all this under. Doesn't want to tuck. I might have to just force it all under and then poof it back out instead. Oh, it's like breathing soup. That is a good description of heat and humidity for sure. Breathing soup. Ugh. Or swimming in soup. Like it just sticks like sticky soup. That stuff just sticks to your skin and alright, I think we're poofed out enough that I can do one more stitch before poofing out another area or shaping it a little bit. Yeah, I got a little work to do on here, but it's looking okay. Just want to tuck a fuzzle in, and it's kind of folded over a little bit here, but it's actually not too bad. Let's tack that down. All right. This is my last stitch. I think this guy turned out a little bit better. Not so pointy. Needed a warm up one, I guess. Yeah, that one looks better. That looks more like an oval. All right, tying this off. We might have just enough thread left. I'm gonna use the same thread. My fear is that I'll keep accidentally pulling it off the needle, but we'll just try it anyway. All right, I'm gonna tie a little knot here. Oh man, tomato soup and a grilled Gouda cheese sandwich sounds amazing, Gretchen. Oh, yum. That's a favorite for sure. All right, our last. This is our last little toe nubbin. Then we're done with this this piece of fabric. But ooh, it's coming together. I'm still really happy with how these colors are turning out. I thought they were going to be too contrasty to each other, all three of these colors, but I think they're all just right. They're all subtle and all just a little different. I like how it's turning out. I'm going for a more subtle quilt than I usually do. I think we're getting it. So it'll be interesting with all the floss, like how we pick our floss colors is going to matter. All right, so I'm matching out outlines again. It looks okay. Grab my pin. Ooh, chicks and avocado as croutons in the soup. I like it. That sounds amazing. Ugh, I gotta get on the soup train again. I have not done as much cooking as I'd like to this year. I feel like we've just been getting by with our food this year, which sucks. I love when I spend the time and fill up the fridge with just all really good, healthy greens and vegetables, and it's all ready to go. And soups, I love having soup in the fridge all the time. So man, yeah, I gotta get back on the soups because that's like my favorite thing. Favorite. Oh man, and I used to make really good grilled cheeses, and I haven't done that in a long time either. That would be fun. There's a super good, award-winning Gouda cheese place in Wisconsin that's on the way back from my parents' house. We didn't go this time, but they have good grilled cheese sandwiches, and we buy cheese from there, and it's amazing. And I should try it. I think we have some of the cheese still. I should try making a grilled cheese out of it. That would be good. All right, getting rid of some of this bulk. I should have maybe left the pin in before taking it out, but I think we're fine. Potato corn and ham chowder. Ooh, Bonnie, that sounds good. I've never made something like that before. Yes, we have good cheese in Wisconsin. That's for sure. Oh yeah, my brother on the way out went. So my brother left back to Kansas City today too, and he went. There's several really good cheese places on the way back, but there's this one place that makes the best string cheese. Like it's this smoked string cheese. Now I kind of wish we would have got some. We didn't go up and get any on our way out, but and it's like these string cheese ropes almost, like they're thick, but they still like squiggle all over the place, and it's string cheese still. So you know when you pull it, it's all stringy. Oh man, though, it's the best. You're not gonna find anything like that, and it is like the best. So between that and the Gouda It is a good cheese trek home. And I think there's Car Valley cheese too is on his way home too. Oh, your grandgirl lives on string cheese. Um, you should look up. It's Vern's string cheese. Ah, it's amazing. So we made a little charcuterie plate. We always have to make a charcuterie plate when we're at my parents' house, which is basically let's just cut up some delicious, amazing summer sausage and amazing, amazing cheese, and let's see what yummy crackers we have around, and let's just snack. Let's put it all on a plate and then snack. But they make some good summer sausage in Wisconsin too. So yeah, give me some of that cheese and summer sausage. That is good, 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 good. Throwing some pickles and olives in there too for bonus points. All right. Let's snip some of this extra edge off here. And we're gonna finish this guy up. All right, let's tuck this under. Oh, and just I gotta look at my schedule and everything a little bit more, you guys. But we have a wedding to go to, and we're gonna visit John's parents, and and all this is gonna happen in October. So our October, can you believe it's almost October? But our October is gonna be a little spastic. So I will keep you guys informed on when I will be on for lives and not. Um, and sometimes I'm just not going to know till like a day or two before. So I'll keep you guys updated. Soon, though, I feel like we should get back on a normal schedule. I feel like this summer I've been all over the place too, just because I've been visiting family a ton, which is awesome. I'm, loving doing that. But yeah, I've been a little not here all the time. All right, this guy's acting crazy. I gotta untuck it and try again. I think I should have started it a little bit farther back here because now I feel like I'm finishing it on this curve and it's not wanting to play nice. Oh, we are actively working on the new kits, Dawn. So they probably won't be out till the beginning of next year, but soon, hopefully, we'll have some more sneak previews of them. Maybe we'll even do another like little stitch along before they come out. I don't know. We'll see. But yep, I'm actually squeezing out a few more designs for them too. So, and actually, I'm going to be doing a few holiday designs for them. They won't be for this year, but if there is anything that you would think would be really cute for like winter or like a Christmas or something like that for a little embroidery design, let me know because I'm going to work on some of those as well. I was going to wait on that, but I think I'm going to go ahead and do some. Oh, get tucked underneath here. Oh, elves! That's cute! Oh, I love that. Cute little elves. Alright, I think this is gonna be my last stitch. There we go. Alright, that didn't turn out too shabby. I was a little scared at the end there, but I think we got it under control. Snowman, that's good. Alright, I'm going to just tie this knot. Tied it kind of funny. I'm going to do one more here. Okay, and we had enough floss, so that's nice. So I think that's probably a good place to stop for the night. I don't really want to start a whole new one because I don't think I'll finish. I don't think I'll finish like the next thing. And we're going to be working on Betts's Little Felt Village tomorrow. Ooh, dancing stars are flowers with cute faces. Oh, that's sweet. Oh, wool applique. That would be kind of fun. All right, so here we are on the foot. So next week we will come back and start these other guys, and then we'll get on the embroidery of this. We will finish this block here soon. It's actually, the needle turn is actually going a little faster, if you can believe it, than I thought it would. I know it just takes a little time. Like, we only did those 3 little nubbins tonight, but, you know, a couple more hours of nubbins and we'll be done. So, all right. So tomorrow, again, we'll be switching to the Betts White Spooky Clock Tower. I think I have a link below here if you wanted to check that out, what's all involved with that. And then I do have it up on YouTube, what we've done on it so far. So we'll be back on that. And then this guy will be setting aside again for a little while. But now we're down to just 2 extra little pieces here. All right, you guys, I'm going to flip you around, and we'll call it an evening tonight, a little early tonight. There we go. That went a little faster than I thought tonight, which is kind of nice. That means we're speeding up on these, so maybe it won't take too long to finish the wool or the needle turn applique on this, but I think it is looking really nice. I don't think it's jarringly bright or anything compared to like what the rest of my quilt is going to be. I like it. I think it's going to be fun. I'm excited to get the embroidery going on this. So awesome. Thank you guys for joining me again here tonight. I will get this up on YouTube at Penguin and Fish Movies if you want to watch the replay there. And yeah, tomorrow stay tuned for some embroidery on felt. So this is kind of like our wool applique a little bit. It's not, but we are working with some wool felt and embroidery. Maybe it is time we'll do some little a wool felt applique project. That would be kind of fun. Awesome, you guys. So I will see you tomorrow here again at 8:30 p.m. Central Time on the Penguin and Fish Facebook page. Have a great evening. Good night.